Hello, welcome to today's little yoga class. We are going to start in child's pose. Bring your hips towards your heels and then walk your hands toward the front of your mat and gently let your head rest down toward the floor, breathing deeply in and out through your nose. We're going to begin to move through some cat-cows. We're going to go cat, cow, cat, child's pose. So on your next exhale, come forward to a cat pose, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, maybe walking your knees in. And then inhale to cow, lower your belly, lift your chin. Exhale back to cat. And then inhale to child's pose. Maybe not as deep as child's pose that you had before. Because on your exhale, you're going to come straight back to cat. Inhaling to cow. Exhale to cat. And inhale to child's. Continue to go through those poses, moving with your breath. Next time you are in cow pose, hold cow pose, and then tuck your toes under, and begin to lift your knees off the mat. First have them low on the floor, and then slowly lift them up, coming toward downward dog, trying to keep cow tilt in your lower back. And then once you reach downward dog, go ahead and pedal out your feet. And one knee at a time. And then walk your feet toward the front of your mat. Forward fold. On your next inhale, lift part way, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to stand, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, arms by your side. On your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift part way. Exhale down and step back to a plank. Take a few breaths here in plank pose. Maybe gently shifting forward and back. Feeling how your calves feel. And let's take a vinyasa to downward dog. Exhaling to lower all the way down. Inhaling up to a little cobra. Exhaling back down. And then pressing through your plank to downward dog. Lift your left leg up behind you, three-legged dog. And then bring your left foot forward in between your hands. Finding a low lunge here. We're going to slowly lift up to crescent. To do so, bring your hands forward, reaching toward the front of your mat, toward the wall in front of you, and then slowly lifting them all the way up toward the ceiling. And then bring your hands down to your hips. And on your next exhale, bend your back knee, lower down toward the floor. Inhale to lift back up. And continue with your breath. One last time, and then we'll hold back leg straight. Sweep your arms back overhead, looking up towards your hands. then begin to bring your hands down the way we came. So reaching your arms forward, reaching your torso forward, and then slowly lowering your hands down to the ground. And step your left foot back, find a three-legged dog. So try not to let your left foot hit the floor. Stretching your left leg straight out behind you, hips parallel to the floor. And then let's take a vinyasa, maybe keeping your left foot lifted through the first half of the vinyasa. Leaning back in downward dog. Then lift your right leg up behind you, three-legged dog. And bring your right foot forward in between your hands, low lunge. And then slowly lift up, first reaching your arms forward. And then once you're up in crescent, bring your hands to your hips. And then exhale, lower down, bend your back knee. Inhale to lift up. One last time. And then pause, lift it. Reach your arms up overhead. And then slowly begin to reach your arms forward, reaching your torso forward, bringing your hands all the way down to the floor, and stepping your right foot back, three-legged dog. And then make your way through vinyasa. From downward dog, walk your feet towards your hands, forward fold. On your inhale, lift partway, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold back down. Inhale to stand, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, arms by your side. We're going to take a few moments in mountain pose here. Just make sure your feet are parallel to each other. Shoulders back and down, arms alongside you, palms facing the front. Close your eyes for a few moments and take a few breaths in and out through your nose. Open your eyes and bring your hands to your hips. We're going to balance on our left foot. Bring your right foot behind you and slightly lean forward. So you want to find straight line from your head to your right foot, with your right foot just above the floor. Try to keep a straight line from your right knee to your head, and then you're going to bend your back knee, bringing your heel towards your hip, and then straighten it back out. Keep your right foot flexed as you do this. Maybe feeling something in the back of your right leg as you do your leg curls. One more time, curl in and then hold. Try to bring your heel as close as you can to your hip. And then slowly straighten it back out. Find that straight line from your back heel to your head. And a few times you're going to tip forward towards the front of your mat, and then lift back up so your right foot just comes to the floor, but not quite. A little drinking bird type pose here. Next time you lean forward, pause. Begin to bend your front knee, your standing leg, and step your back foot down, your right foot down, finding warrior two. Okay, open up your legs, hips toward the right, arms to either side. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms overhead, straighten your left leg. Exhale, lower back down to warrior two. Moving with your breath. One last time, then we'll meet in warrior two. Take one more inhale here, and then exhale your hands down around your left foot. Step it back, three-legged dog, and vinyasa your way to downward dog. From downward dog, step or hop to the front of your mat, forward fold. With your inhale, lift part way, and exhale, fold back down. Inhale to stand, reach your arms overhead, and exhale, arms by your side. Refinding mountain pose here. Close your eyes for a few moments, breathe in and out through your nose. Press your feet down, lift up through the top of your head. Bring your hands to your hips. Then just like lean forward, bringing your left foot behind you this time. Keep a straight line from your head to your left knee. As you slowly bend your left knee and bring your heel toward your hip. Slowly straightening and then rebending your left leg. Next time you bend your knee, keep it bent. Bend it as much as you can, heel as close as you can get it to your hip. And then slowly extend your leg back out, straight line from your head to your left foot. And a few times tip forward toward the floor, and then lift back up, left foot almost to the ground. Swing forward one more time, and then slowly drop back to warrior two. Once you're here, we'll move with the breath, inhaling, arms up, front leg straight, exhaling to warrior two. One more time, meeting in warrior two. One more inhale here. Exhale your hands down around your front foot. Step it back, three-legged dog. And vinyasa to downward dog. from downward dog, walk your hands towards your feet. Forward fold at the back of your mat. On your inhale, lift part way. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to stand, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift part way. Exhale, fold back down and walk your hands out, coming to a plank. And then let's lower all the way to the floor. Bring your top to your feet to the mat. And then walk your hands out in front of you. Come up into Sphinx pose. So you want your elbows under your shoulders. Forearms parallel to each other. Hands into the floor. And then lifting your heart forward. Gaze slightly forward. And then we'll slowly peel this up into a forearm plank. So we need to lift your belly, your hips, and your thighs. Maybe stopping at your knees, or tucking your toes under and lifting your knees off the mat. And then we'll come all the way back down, slowly rolling down, landing in Sphinx pose. And then do a couple more of those on your own, slowly rolling up and down. And then we'll meet in Sphinx pose. Making sure your shoulders are away from your ears. And then maybe try looking toward the left over your left shoulder. And then try looking toward the right over your right shoulder. Come back to center. Bring your elbows out to the side, stack your hands, and rest your forehead on your hands. Maybe bend your knees behind you and move your feet side to side. Extend your feet back out. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Push up to a plank and come back to downward dog. Alright, from your downward dog, lift your left leg up behind you, three-legged dog. And then come forward to a plank. Bring your left knee to your left elbow. And then slowly bring it back, refine three-legged dog. Come forward to a plank again. This time bring your left knee to your right elbow. And slowly lift it up, bring it back. Bring it to your left elbow again. Pausing there for a moment. And then stretching it back out. And then bring your left knee to your right elbow again. And we'll find fallen triangle. So extend your left leg out to the right. Flexing your left foot. Coming onto the inside edge of your right foot. And lifting your right hand. Alright, so you can stay here with both feet on the floor, or you can try lifting your left leg off the ground. Might help to shift your hips back a little bit in order to do so. And then we're going to come back to three-legged dog. Maybe try to keep your left leg lifted as you do so. Once you find three-legged dog, open up your hips, find scorpion, lifting your left hip, bending your left knee. And then bring your left leg around, bring it forward all the way in between your hands, and come up to warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Let's find triangle. Reaching forward, bringing your left hand to your left leg, right arm up. And let's do a couple circles with the lifted arm. So first bringing your arm toward the front of the room, then down toward the ground, toward the back of the room, and back up toward the ceiling. Do another circle just like that. And then do a couple circles in the reverse direction. And then stopping with your right arm straight up toward the ceiling. If during those circles you sunk your weight into your left arm or your left shoulder, lift it back up. Maybe walk your left hand even a little bit higher on your left leg. And then maybe try looking up towards your right hand. Lift up to warrior two. And let's come all the way to reverse, lifting your left arm up toward the ceiling. Bring your right hand behind you. Right hand towards your left thigh. And then find your way to side angle. Maybe taking the bind, bringing your left hand under your left thigh and reaching your hands toward each other. Slowly unwind your arms, open back out to warrior two. Take an inhale here and exhale your hands down around your left foot. Step it back, down dog or three-legged dog. Take a vinyasa, ending back in downward dog. From downward dog, find three-legged dog, lifting your right leg up behind you. And then slowly come forward to a plank. Bring your right knee towards your right elbow. Stretch it back to three-legged dog. And then bring your right knee to your left elbow. Stretch it back. Right knee to right elbow again. Stretch it back. And right knee to left elbow. And stretch your right leg out toward the left. Come up to the inside edge of your left foot and lift your left hip. Fall in triangle. And maybe try lifting your right foot off the floor. Gradually make your way back to three-legged dog, maybe keeping your right leg lifted. From there, find scorpion, lift your right hip, bend your right knee. And then level out your hips, bring your right foot forward, placing it in between your hands, lift up to warrior two. Alright, let's take triangle. Straighten your front leg, right hand down, left arm up, starting again with a couple circles, bringing your left hand toward the front of the room, down toward the ground, toward the back of the room, and up toward the ceiling, and then continuing that movement. And then reverse the direction of your circle. And pause next time your left arm is up toward the ceiling. Lift some weight out of your right hand, out of your right shoulder. Maybe that means lifting your torso up a little bit. Lift up, find warrior two, and reverse your warrior. Right arm up, maybe left arm behind you, reaching towards your right thigh. and find side angle, option for the bind, right arm under your right leg, reaching hands toward each other. Unwind your arms, lift up to warrior two. Take an inhale here. And exhale your hands down. Step your right foot back, three-legged dog. And take a vinyasa to downward dog. And then let's make our way to child's pose. Bending your head wrists down toward the floor. And to lift back up, finding tabletop-ish, and go ahead and find a seat. We're going to go ahead and roll down. Make sure you have plenty of room behind you. Feet flat on the floor, reaching your arms forward around your spine, and then slowly begin to drop down. Letting your head and shoulders come to the floor. Reach your arms up overhead, and then maybe all the way behind you, alongside your ears. And then go ahead, bring them back in, bring your knees in towards your chest, and gently rock side to side. Move your knees around in circles. And then place your feet back on the floor, arms alongside you. We'll go through a couple of bridges from here. First, moving with your breath. On your inhale, lifting your hips up into a bridge. And then on your exhales, lowering them back down. Next time you lift up into bridge, hold your bridge. Maybe walk your shoulders under, clasp your hands together behind your back. Then release your arms to your sides. Slowly lower your spine down. Take a couple windshield wipers, let your knees move side to side. And then bring those back to center. We're going to twist with pigeon legs. You're welcome to do another twist if you'd like. If you'd like to do the pigeon legs, cross your right ankle over your left knee, and then let your legs come over toward the left. So your left leg's probably on the floor, sole of your right foot's probably on the floor. And then open your arms out to either side, looking toward your right hand. If you'd like to make this more of an intense stretch, especially in your right hip, you can try bringing your left knee closer toward your left shoulder. That'll bring your right foot also closer toward your left shoulder. And then slowly untwist. Bring both feet flat to the floor. Lift and set your hips, untwist. And let's go the other way. This time, left ankle over your right knee, knees toward the right, legs toward the right. Again, option to scoot your legs a little closer towards your right arm, and maybe look toward the left. Slowly untwist. Again, bringing your feet flat to the floor. Lift and set your hips. And then lift both feet up toward the ceiling, both hands up toward the ceiling. Wiggle around your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. And then bend your knees in toward your chest. Hug them in with your hands, lifting your head and shoulders off the floor. Head towards your knees. Tucking into your tight ball, tightest ball you can. And then slowly releasing everything down and finding your way to a comfortable Shavasana. Hope you enjoy whatever Shavasana you choose to take, and then have a wonderful rest of your day.